What's going on, everybody? Is What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop, so park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. If you click it, you become a member. All you got to do is try to recommend movies and music and trailers from your reactors. Just click the link. Now, with that being said, we're here today with day number 16 of In the Month of Madness, and we're looking at Look Above You. It says Hellfest, and on my, whatever, this side, Del Boy from Movie Mad. Give a round of applause, everybody.
Cheers for joining us. This is 16. I'm Delboy from Movie Mash. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. I'm Delboy from Movie Mash, and check out my channel. And Davey, I have this funny story to tell you. Davey said he's seen this, and I was like, no. He goes, oh, you should check it out. So I decided to check it out. Now, he's always at me about watching movies with subtitles on and stuff like that, you know, and I'm like, oh, I hate reading this shit anyway. So I said, all right, I'll watch this anyway. I never heard of it. I put it on, and I was like, fuck, it's in French, and it was all subtitled, and I was like, he tricked me into watching this, but all right. So anyway, I'm watching it for a half an hour, and I'm reading, and they're talking French a lot, and then you text me and said, how's it going? And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking subtitle. He was like, no. So basically, I was watching an English-speaking film that was dubbed, and I was reading it in English.
Yep, pretty much. That's
for half an hour. Anyway, bottom line is I had to mess around and rent it from YouTube. So yeah, I got it. And I have to say that I was pleasantly surprised. And for me, the star of the show was Hellfest, where they were in general. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was, I don't know if places really exist like that. Yeah. I mean, I've never seen one, but it looked like a hell of a lot of fun. I wish they'd done something like that over here. Maybe they do, for all I know.
Halloween Horror Nights is kind of like that, but it's more tame.
It was like that. It was great. I was just enjoying watching them going around the place, to be honest. Most of the time, watching all the things they were doing, it looked like a hell of a lot of fun, and a lot of effort went into making that. If it's real, or if I mean,
I don't think it's real, but that set was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
So if you guys don't know, this is a 2018 film that is directed by Gregory Plotkin. That's a funny last name, Plotkin. Anyway, so this man hasn't really done much directing, but he's been in the movie business. He has a lot of credits on a lot of different films, but he has helped directed one of the Paranormal Activity sequels. But this movie is starring Amy Forsyth, Rain Edwards, Bex Taylor Claus, and none other than the legend himself, Tony Todd. Now, one of the characters, the female girl with the short hair, she is in Scream, the TV series. Like, she's one of the main actresses in that TV show. And I mean, I gotta say, like, I really enjoyed this group of friends. Like, I know to some people they might come off as kind of annoying and kind of tropey, but I really had a lot of fun with them.
No, I didn't find him annoying. Actually, the only person I wouldn't say annoying, but I didn't take to a character was the main antagonist. But as a group of friends, the girl. All I was saying was, he's dead, she's dead, she's dead, he's dead, he's dead. But together as a group, actually didn't bother me. They looked like they were just having fun and a laugh. There was no one particularly doing anything irritating. Like,
it felt like a real, like, it really felt like we were watching a legit group of like kids around their age range.
You know, like there's what was that film we did that versus? What's that? Oh, what was that? Victor Crowley, is it?
Oh yeah, Victor Crowley, yeah.
Yeah. Those group of people, I just wanted to kill them. I just wanted them dead. But this, like, no, none of them. I liked all of them. I didn't want to see any of them die. Really, I'm actually happy with all of them. Yeah, good.
How did you? So let me go into a quick synopsis. I'm sorry. There's this young girl who's basically meeting up with her friends at a festival called Hellfest. This Hellfest is basically like a huge, think of Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, but like on like drugs. Like it's amplified times the max because there's stages to this place. Basically, like you got the entry level one, and then you go to the next stage, which is a little bit darker, and then there's and then it's this place. I think that's where they can touch you, like the actors can touch you, pick you up, and all that other stuff. And then the last place, which is supposed to be the scariest maze, is hell. Like you enter like the hell world or something, and that's like the final maze. But overall, like when you're looking at the set design and the plot, it's fantastic. But anyway, so these friends go to this festival, and there's this killer that's on the loose. Now, apparently, this killer has done this before. He's gone to festivals, he's gone to horror things, and he dresses up in costume and acts like he's a part of the staff. And then he finds somebody to hunt, and then he kills, right? And this is the same plot that's being recycled into this movie. So he has his eyes set on this one particular girl, and basically he goes throughout the whole night fucking with her and trying to basically get her. Like that's the whole plot of the movie. Him trying to kill this person that for some reason he's laid his eyes on and says, "I want you."
Yeah.
And honestly, I gotta say the kills in this movie were pretty damn decent. Like I thought that they were gonna pan away. I thought they were gonna shy away, but they didn't. How did you feel about the kills?
Right. Do you remember the kill? Right. So do you remember the kill where he caught the guy and he stabbed him in the eye?
Yeah.
Right. I noticed that. All right. I thought they were going to cut away to his face and then see the aftermath of that, but it didn't. Now I could see that it was a fake head.
Yeah.
But I was looking for it. Do you know what I mean? And even that I see it was fake, it still was really decent looking, you know? And I was even thinking like that and knowing it was fake and I'm still doing that, like, you know? So yeah, that was good. I did like
I like that they used practical and not CGI for that.
Yeah. But do you know the bit when he was chopping that girl's head off or trying to chop the girl's head off with the
guillotine? Yeah.
And it didn't work. It went down. And I was like, oh shit. Like, you know, one thing I will say though is that so it didn't work, so he's going to try it again. He's there like cranking this thing back up, right? And in the meantime, she's trying to get this off and she's fucking around and he's still trying to crank it up. He turns around. Not only is she taking it off, but she's fucking gone. I mean, how far away is she's just there. But all right, you know, as I said, like, yeah, that was
I gotta say the hammer one was the one I liked.
Oh yeah, the guy.
The mallet. I like how he had the mallet and he crushed his head. That was tight. I like that. That was really dope.
I will say that I didn't find him particularly special as a bad guy, but what I will say is that you have this kind of element of he could be anyone in there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a cool kind of aspect.
No. I liked him as a bad guy for one particular thing. I'm gonna just fast forward to this part just because I feel like I need to get this off my chest. At the end of the movie, we see him go into a house, and he comes into this house. And there's this little girl on the freaking couch, and we think it is this tense buildup, like he's going to kill this little girl or something. And then she goes, "Daddy," and he hugs her, right? And what we learn is that this motherfucker is a regular ass person.
I was going to bring that up at myself.
I love that.
Yeah, it just shows that he's probably just going to go. The only thing I would hope that if they made a sequel, they didn't make a sequel where it would show that his daughter and his wife are crazy too. I just want to see them as a normal people, and he, a normal guy, goes.
I think that's what it is. It's supposed to be like it's just.
I hope that's what they were hoping for. I did like that. It just that's just that little 2-second scene. All right, so we just had a quick switcheroo. Anyway, it was the saying is before I got rudely interrupted by you freezing was that little bit when he comes home, it just 2 seconds just give you enough to know that this guy is just a normal everyday man. It just shows what really goes on in some people's heads, their dark secrets and what they can do and then live a normal life, you know. And I like that there was a really nice little touch. The only thing I didn't like was the main girl, the final girl. I was surprised that the black girl survived too.
Oh yeah.
Not because she's black or whatever. Or
yes, it is because black people don't live in.
Well, there's that too. But you know, for me, all the friends were going to die.
I thought all the friends were gonna die too. Yeah,
She
I
was
thought
kind
everybody
of
was
like
gonna
the
get it.
princess version. She was the pretty one of them all. Yeah, and she's definitely gone. But no, she survived. So I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
usually when they kind of play up the right hand man, like because her and the main chick have like a really close relationship. So
yeah.
usually when they have those, I felt like they were going to try to use that to their advantage and say like, oh, like this final sequence, her friend gets killed, and then I guess that's what I thought that was going to push her over the edge, and then push her into like this final fight with the other, because that's the name of his mask, the other.
Well, the main girl, the reason why she pissed me off a few times was, all these guys are running around the theme park all dressed up and jumping around and jumping out at people. And everyone, hey! She kept going, yeah, so. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Just have fun. People are.
There's some people that are like that though, dude.
Nobody
Like,
was all the time. And I was like, yeah, maybe the people are like that. But I was like, you're going to this place. People are just having fun. Don't have to stay going, yeah.
yeah.
And you're not frightening me. And that was to a lot of them. And I was like, come on, man, were you acting like a fool? Like, well, just enjoy it. Like, that pissed me off. And then she even did it to the main killer. Do you remember he had the knife up?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. I think that it seems that when somebody kind of questions him and makes it seem like, oh, you're not a threat,
Maybe.
like I ain't afraid of you.
Possibly.
It seems like that's when he starts targeting them. Because that's what
Maybe.
happened with the first chick. The first chick was like, oh, get out of my face, like whatever. And then he chased her into that room and then he killed
Maybe
her.
that's what it was, yeah. Maybe that was her MO for not like getting into the party and being a prick to everyone, But yeah, but I will say, for a film I've never heard of ever, and one that I even watched the first half in subtitles, yeah, that I actually really, really enjoyed this. This is actually probably deserves a bit more love than it gets. I don't know, has it got a cult following? I don't know.
I think it has a cult following now, but
I know it deserves this review.
I know that's what I said, because I'm gonna tell you, like, so me and Tiffany were watching movies or whatever. She's like, I want to watch Haunt, and I'm like, okay, I told her, I was like, but I already did Haunt last year for my month of madness. She's like, it's cool, let's just watch it just for fun. I'm like, all right, cool. So we watched Haunt, and like she was like, oh, that was cool, like we had fun, and I was like, I need to review Hellfest for like my month of madness, right? So the next day we watched Hellfest. I put it on and she's like, what are we watching? I'm like, Hellfest. She's like, like, is this movie boring? I'm like, we've seen it before. She was like, yeah, let's watch it. She was like, all right, let's watch it then. So we watch it and she's like, this is the freaking movie I was talking about. I wasn't talking about Hunt. I was talking about this one. I love this damn movie. So Tiffany really enjoys this movie. Like, we had so much freaking fun watching this movie. And this movie should get like a lot more love. Like, to be honest with you, like, it's a low-key underrated slasher, especially from like what 2018. Like, come on.
Yeah, never heard of it.
And funny, I got a funny story too. I got invited in 2017 to watch a pre-screener, right? And I was like, and I read the synopsis of the pre-screen. This was at a studio too. Like, this wasn't even at like a movie theater. This is like a legit movie, like a studio. Like, they were having a screener in a studio. Like, they had a private screening room at the studio. And I read the synopsis and it was like, oh, some teens going to a festival and they're being followed and stalked by a mass killer who wants to kill them. And I was like, meh, that just sounds boring. And I skipped on it. And it turned out to be this fucking movie.
Well,
and I'm kind of like kicking myself in the teeth, like, damn, I should have went to go see this movie.
I was on medication last night because I wasn't feeling very well.
Yeah.
Really dopey. And I was determined to watch it to the end. Now, normally for me, I would just go like that, pass out.
Yeah.
I was determined to see the end. Yeah, I stayed awake, even just holding my eyes open. But that's how much I enjoyed it. Now, don't get me wrong; it's not the greatest thing ever. But in a world where we got like bullshit films coming out left, right, and center with big, massive budgets and all that, just sometimes the smallest little stories with some practical effects and some
a good setting too, because this movie had a really good setting.
Just the little things like that. Now, we all forgot to mention the legend himself, Tony Todd. Now, there was no point in him being in this film, but no matter what he's in, he adds something to it. Just seeing kind of like, do you know what? I didn't realize that he's 6'5". Do you know that?
Yeah, he's tall as shit.
But yeah, no, just seeing him, like, I kind of, in some ways, I really wish more for Tony Todd, because he just seems like he's missed a cameo. He seems to live on these little cameos, and I really
but that
Really
says a
like
lot about his character. Like Tony Todd is a big fucking, well, to me is a big name. And like he does all of these like little things like randomly. Like I just seen him in some random ass horror movie that was like a super fucking Z movie. Like it's not even a B movie, it's like a Z movie. And I'm like, yo, I can't believe Tony Todd said yes to this. You know, Tony Todd was in Hatchet, like, you know, right? He's in Hatchet, right? And then he's in Hellfest. I'm like, damn, dude, like Tony Todd does all these little things when he could honestly be asking for bigger roles and shit.
I
Like,
would like to see him do something like an actual full film. I mean, it's been a while. I would like to see it because he's such a what's the word? What's the right word for him? He's
underrated.
Dynamic. It's kind of he just brings kind of character. He brings whatever he brings to the screen. It just kind of like takes over.
Yeah, because he has like a legit like theater background. Like I think he did a play not too long ago. Like he's like Tony Todd is like really like an actor, like an actor. Like he loves the arts.
What would you say is what is his your? I know you probably apart from Candyman. What would you say your favorite character was?
It has to be Candyman, but if I have to give like a second guess, like his character in Final Destination, like the morgue dude, the dude that worked in the morgue.
Yeah, sure. For me, Star Trek, but you haven't seen all them.
I haven't seen that. He was in Star Trek. What the hell? He was also in Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman.
Oh, it's been decades since I saw
that. He was like his security guard, like the head security guard.
I know we're going off a little bit, but I really liked the remake of The Living on
Night of the Living Dead,
and I really liked him on it. I know it was very similar to, but he really, he brought his A game. If anything to remember about the film is actually him, so there you go. But yeah, he's great. This film was really good. But
let me say one more thing. I like the fact that. See, what we do is like we have like, especially with slashers, they're synonymous with whatever outfit that they wear, like their outfit, their mask, whatever. You know, Jason hockey mask, Michael Myers, his classic mask, which is just an enhanced version of the dude from Star Trek. You know, Freddy the glove or whatever. You know, Leatherface, the freaking skin mask, whatever. This character though, he has a closet full of different masks that he wears at different festivals. Either that or and he wears just like a hoodie. It's just a hoodie with a mask on. Because the one at the beginning is like a devil face, right?
I actually thought it was the same mask.
No, it was a devil face.
Okay.
It's a devil face at the beginning of the movie, and then when he opens the closet, you see like he has like a bunch of other masks. Now I don't know if he goes to these festivals and maybe he gets hired, or I don't know, or he works there. I don't know what the case is, but he ends up. It seems like it's
I doubt it. Being hired means you got to give name, security. I think he just goes and blends in.
Yeah, but then he has a mask that's associated with the festival. Like think about it. His other mask. His other mask was literally it was everybody was wearing a mask when he went downstairs. The whole costume too. Everybody was wearing the same shit.
Unless he kills someone. But yeah, but you know what? It's one of those mysteries.
Yeah, but I like that it has mystery. But I thought it was cool that he had more than one mask. I thought that was pretty cool. Like he can be anybody. Like that was pretty dope.
And that was where the element of the film was good, where there were so many. Like I'd be honest with you, I actually thought the lead girl was going to die at one point.
I was hoping she would. She was getting on my nerves, but I know that she wasn't.
Came at her when the thing stopped in the little
that roller coaster scene. Yeah, that was tense.
And he was sitting on it. I was like, what the fuck? I thought, yeah, they're gonna do a psycho type scream type thing, kill the main character off now. Do you know what I mean? But they didn't, and I don't mind. But yeah, and then he could be anyone. So you're like, and shit. And then they did the police jumped one of them, didn't they? And he had red shoes on or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I recommend this for anyone. It's a kind of a good type of Halloween season movie to watch as well.
Definitely, because it makes you feel like you're like
you can watch horrors whenever you want, but it feels like there's certain horrors that fit Halloween. Do you know?
This one is one of them. Trick or Treat is another one too.
Trick or Treat, I was going to say, in Halloween 3. But as I say, as I said, all round, 2 thumbs up.
All right. So yes, that's day number 16 of In the Month of Madness, right? 16? I think I got it right. 16?
Yeah, I think you said 16.
I think I said, well, let me check. 16. Yeah, right. All right. So we're wrapping up day 16 of In the Month of Madness, Hellfest. Thank you, Dope Boy, for coming by. I always appreciate it. Always love the input that you got. I'm glad you saw a movie that you didn't see and you enjoyed it. If you guys have seen Hellfest, let me know what you think. Did you love it? Did you like it? Do you think he's iconic? I personally love the mask. I love the character. I like the idea behind it. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you subscribe to Del Boy's channel. I know we should switch it now. So look, there you go. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to his channel. I'll link it at the top. And then we will see you guys next time for another episode of In the Month of Madness. I'm going to try to get you back on before we wrap this up this month. All right?
See ya.
And until next time, adios.